Welcome back to Chōsōjū Mecha MG. Previously, I've met with 8 workshops to see their strongest models, facing 9 MGs in combat to see their prowess. After purchasing a fair amount of MGs, I now have the means to push back against the Automan offensive, and maybe push them all the way back to Puppet City. So let's get to it! It's time to finally fight back, so I go for mission number 111, Decisive Battle, Ratrapante. I take the Hyun for this one, having given it some bronze bow strings to strengthen its durability and damage. But even so, guiding the Automan around is difficult, especially since I only have a limited number of transformations in this model. Fortunately, I only have to deal with 2 Automan at most at any given time, so defeating 8 of them isn't super hard. All seems well, but I receive a warning that Ellie is in danger. When I repeat this mission in easy mode, one of the rewards I got was the Blueprint 07B. This means I can give both halves of Blueprint 07 to Galuye, so he can build the nuclear puppet Atros. This puppet's vehicle form has 2 buttons to the left that turn the cannon to the right or left. The cover to the right can be removed to reveal a button that slides in a number pad. Inputting the right combination reveals a button that fires the Atrosos payload. Just what is the correct number combination though? Who knows, perhaps it's 0. No, yet there are. Whoa, how did that happen? Either way, the top left lever changes to puppet form, revealing a control layout pretty much identical to the Volcanoes. Center lever swings right arm vertically, right lever lobs grenades, left button fires missiles. This is an extremely powerful puppet, so much so that improper use of its cannon will be tantamount to self-destruction. No time to waste, I go for mission number 112, Ellie Falls. Ellie has found herself surrounded by Automan, so I dash in my Hulkin to save her. The halberd, powered by the V2 Gordian gears for increased damage, makes short work of these machines. Funnily enough, Blueprint 07A is a reward for this mission, so I didn't even need to talk with Flambard if I wanted to build the Atros. I visit the association. Turns out Belson Industries were the ones funding Fausta's research on automatic puppets, so she's levying yet another complaint to them. I then go for mission number 113, Attack 8 Workshops Conference. The puppet makers are having another meeting, discussing the connection between Faust and Belson Industries, but then, all of a sudden, a Commando Tiger approaches the meeting hall. It's being pursued by Automan. I used the Burai for this mission, having equipped it with bronze spin tops for extra durability and damage. The Automan seemed to see the Commando Tiger as a hostile, so I guess I have to rescue it. After destroying the Automan though, strange news have arrived. Belson Industries has been wiped out by the Automan. Seems their research has backfired on them. The workers of Belson Industries have taken a photo of Puppet City, which holds a harrowing revelation. The city has built not 1, but 2 Puppet Kings. Mokyo suggests building the strongest puppet ever. By concentrating the efforts of 10 workshops on a single design, they might beat Puppet City. Perhaps the Puppet Beast King Angelica is trying to awaken could be the basis for this model. I visit the association. Finn has just received the news of Belson Industries' destruction. Next mission is number 114, Reconnaissance Mission. Colonel Jor has requested our aid in a reconnaissance mission. As we spy around, Jor finds a unit from the Mechanization Division trapped in the city, so I must rescue them. I equip my Galeen with red wheels and go for it. Having an extendable crane means I can snatch the vehicle away from the Automan pretty easily, and the speed of the red wheels means a swift retreat. Next is mission number 115, Challenge of the Puppet King. Anne-Marie is looking around, finding some Automan, but it turns out to be an ambush, as the 2 Puppet Kings appear from behind. I go for mission number 116, the Puppet City. The Automan have taken Anne-Marie. If we had the Beast King we could take them on, but the puppet makers are too busy, the design isn't finished. Gabe plans to sneak away at night with me, with Melissa offering a ride, though she tries to talk us down along the way. But Gabe believes the Automan fear me. The strongest puppet isn't some Beast King, it's wherever I pilot. This argument ends up convincing Melissa, and she drives us all the way to Puppet City. It's time to rescue Anne-Marie. I use the Hulkin, while the Puppet City sends Marionation Killers, enhanced auto gunners, and some flying Automan. I break through them, however, even if with some difficulty. The chaos I caused has allowed Anne-Marie to escape and pilot her Daltania, so she helps me fight a second wave of Automan defenders, consisting of many of the same models. After destroying this wave though, we're surrounded by flying Automan, who herald the arrival of the Puppet Kings. It's a 2v2 against these kings. They're quite mighty, but my enhanced MG makes short work of them. A mysterious presence shows up though, none other than Faust. The Automan have fully mechanized his body. He urges us to escape before it arrives. It being the Puppet City's magnum opus, an autonomous puppet that has transcended the physical realm, the Puppet God. It's an incredibly swift puppet, knocking down Anne-Marie before the fight even starts. I get overwhelmed at first, but Anne-Marie stands back up, acting as the perfect distraction, breaking the puppet god's flow. Once it's in range of my halberd, it's over. The puppet god is down, even Faust is incredulous. A new day has dawned. While we are shouted by Galuya to do our jobs, I guess, after all that we have faced, perhaps we deserve a day off. There are now 3 new MG models for sale. First is the Wheel Workshop's Great Axe puppet New Gill. This stronger recolor of the Gill also has extra missiles, though the asking price is perhaps a bit too much. Next is the Tree Workshop's puppet Beetle Beagle 2, a strengthened recolor of the Beagle that also features additional ammunition of all types. The third model is the Bow Workshop's Rapid Draw Archer New Ziegler. This stronger version of the Ziegler has better hit controls on launching arrows, a bigger blast radius on explosive arrows, of which the new Ziegler has an extra one. Still has the same transformation limitation though. The asking price for this one is at least quite reasonable. Chōsōjū Mecha MG's main story has ended. This game features a very interesting combat system, where the bottom screen features the main controls of each mech. This reliance of the bottom screen could have been a bit troubling for left-handed players. Good thing movement can be done with the face buttons as an alternative to the D-pad. These mechs can be a bit lumbering at points, so approaching opposing mechs can require a bit of a more deliberate and calculated approach, depending on which opposing model is being faced. These mechs also require maintenance. If a single model is used too much, it will become temporarily unusable in missions, so having a good variety of mechs is necessary to tackle this game. Different missions might require different styles of mechs, from combat-oriented models to those better suited for menial tasks. Stronger models have a tendency of requiring more frequent maintenance, so having just one combat-oriented model is not enough, ensuring that this game's great multitude of controls are experienced. As for the story, it's a rather simple by the books one. Young Prodigy is dragged to a world of conflict where he meets rivals and faces an existential threat. The Nightshade arc does tackle some surprising issues for this otherwise light-hearted game, some which are still relevant to this day I believe. Something about mass production threatening to obscure real artistic expression, but perhaps I'm dilly-dallying too much. Even if the story isn't super impressive, I'm quite pleased by this game's world building. The 80-year field of marination gears is something that is explored in this game. It's not just the current MGs that are featured, but a small selection of old school mechs are obtainable, showing the evolution of the craft. There's even a museum featuring the very first model of MG. This goes the other way. As the story advances, new models and innovations are featured, even if the Automan incursions end up making most innovations battle-oriented as a way of fighting back. Perhaps my favorite example of this evolution is the Bow Workshop incorporating Wheel Workshop vehicle modes into their models, even if some have limited usage. As for the missions, they're perfect for handheld gaming, being small bite-sized chunks of gameplay with 4 difficulty settings, each level having increased rewards, and even extra blueprints. Perhaps I should hunt for those. The normal difficulty was easy enough that I didn't use equipment for most of it, though. I felt it was only relevant on these last missions. All in all, this game is good, even if sometimes it can feel repetitive. The variety of MG models does a lot of heavy lifting in this title, and the occasional menial task mission to break the repetitiveness of combat missions is very much welcome. It may not be a masterpiece, but it's a very charming title. Thank you for watching. I'm not done with this game quite yet. There are still a few more missions, and a blueprint hunt to collect all MGs, which is going to require playing missions on tougher difficulties. So I'll be seeing you next time.